Alright, Shalom. Double honest to the apostles of GMS. Honest you brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity. Alright, this is gonna be a quick video. Alright, on the guys you got out here, that was in the fold. Alright, really went off us. Alright, and they go out there into the world now. Oh, they're playing. They're in that kind of halfway in the world, halfway in the truth. Alright, that way of living. And they call it, you catch themselves calling out the men of GMS, starting off with the elders and that, right? So-called exposing them. See, we're gonna find out about this thing of ours, man. All right. When you watch a man in his day-to-day life, man, there's gonna be things that you can pick out. You can quote unquote say you're going off, but see, what does this scripture say, man? But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Alright, so you can't, there's no exposing the men of the Lord, man, because there's nothing to expose, man. Alright, we keep the laws to the best of our ability, alright, but we're not justified by the laws, we're justified by faith. We're justified just like how our forefathers were, going back onto Abraham, right, going back onto the works that our forefathers did, man. Alright, the Most High looks at the inward part, in the inward, man, okay, right? And with that being said, man, the most spiritual thing you can do out here right now in the times that we're in is to do the work. See, that makes you exempt from the judgment of anybody else that doesn't do the work. How can you catch yourself calling so-called exposing the men that do the work when you don't do the work, man? You're not on the same level, man. See, now if you were in the fold, all right, and you're at that level, all right, then you know how the elders roll, man. They catch you slipping, you get cursed out, man. But see, anyone outside that circle of doing this work on point, all right, meaning to say the scriptures go out, all right, to a high standard, all right. There's no taking time off, so quote unquote, all right, pure or hastening the day. See, if you do that, man, all right, you get yourself in the level where they're, quote unquote, you'll be in that circle, which is GMS, that's exempt from the judgment of these so-called guys that are quote unquote exposing GMS, man. See, there's no exposing GMS, man. Alright, because like I said, man, there's nothing to expose. You ain't on the same level, man. That's why the scripture says, ye that is spiritual judgeth all things. So we can judge anything that you do in your day-to-day life, man. But see, it says here, ye yet he himself is judged of no man. So you ain't on the same level. Alright. So it says here, let me jump on to the next precept I prepared out here. This is the book of 1 Timothy, the 5th chapter and the 17th verse. It says, the elders that rule well, right, be counted of double honors. All right. So you got guys out here, all right, that were in the fold, right. Right now, they were saying double honors to the elders and all of that, man. But see, they didn't really mean it because they have problems with the elders, man. All right. And that's a big thing within Israel. There's a complete lack of discipline. All right, in a sense that dudes don't know how to. And I'm not talking about anyone in media. I'm not I'm just speaking with the scriptures in mind. I ain't got nobody in mind. All right, just bringing up the scriptures. All right. So like I was saying, there's gonna be guys out here because we was raised by our mothers and that, man. All right, and there's a lack of discipline within that. All right, but when you come into this truth, man, there's an order that starts off with the elders, right, and then underneath the elders, the elder brothers out there, right, out there in America, and then within your immediate camp, you're gonna have, the men, right, that the Most High set up above us, man, so we don't go out of line, man. All right, see, the Most High set it up that you got people that are gonna teach you. Ain't nothing wrong with being taught, man. Ain't nothing wrong with taking good orders, man. That's what the scripture says here. The elders that rule well. And how do the elders rule well? You see them out there persistently pushing this truth. Persistently pushing this truth, man. Alright, you see the men that are immediately underneath them persistently pushing this truth. You see the elders of our immediate camps, wherever they may be, persistently pushing this truth. Alright? So obviously starting with the elders, double honors to the elders, all right? You give honors to the men that are immediately above you, man. All right, you do that to the best of your ability, all right? It says, especially they who labor in the word, labor in the word, and that's an important word that they put Timothy put the letter to, one more, I think it's Peter. Sorry, no, Paul that wrote this to Timothy, man. All right, that you labor, you mean it to work, man. All right, you're gonna put work in here, right, for you to be exempt from the judgment that's gonna befall the people of this world, all right, and doctrine. All right, so let me jump on to the next precept. All right, this is the book of Ephesians. Let me see where I got it at. Ephesians 6:2, and it says, "Honor thy mother and thy father, which is thy first commandment." And I brought that out because the book of Matthew is the 12th chapter, the 47th verse. It says here, "Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy father and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered, right, and said unto him, and told him, Who is my mother and who is my brethren?" All right, and he goes on to say, and he stretched out his arms towards his disciples, says, "Behold, my mother and my father and my brethren." Okay, so your mother and your father and your brethren and all of that is the brothers that labor, like he says here, man. Right, like it says here in the book of Timothy, right? Right, that labor within this word. I lost the reference there, but I saw you precept earlier on, man. So the men that label this within this word, man, you're supposed to give them honor, man. But you got guys out here dishonoring, all right, dishonoring the brothers that labor within this word. Okay, and this is the last precept. It says, "Let let as many as are servants underneath neath the yoke count their own masters worthier of all honor, that the name of the Most High and His doctrine may not be blasphemed." So we are underneath these men. Give them all the honor that is due unto them, man. Not to be dishonoring man's, right, by quote unquote, catching yourself exposing this guy and doing this, that, and the third. Man, these men do the work, man. They're exempt from it, man. All right. Not, just a disclaimer. I ain't on no kind of level to be, to be kind of saying certain things, but the point I was trying to make here, whenever some guy falls out GMS, all right, he makes these. They usually make these so-called exposure videos, but these are usually some empty ass videos, man. And he ain't really. You just nitpicking a man's life, man. The scripture says we're supposed to be following this laws to the best of our ability, man. What makes a man exempt from everything, from the judgment of the Most High? Like I've been saying, man, the fact that you push this word, right, which the elders and the brothers underneath them and the heads of the council all throughout the universe of GMS, dude, man. All right. So these guys are dishonoring. They're dishonor if they do the work first and foremost. Because most of these guys that's quote unquote exposing nothing, all right, don't do the work. Okay, all right. So pretty much with that, it's just some thoughts that I had in my mind. All right, and hopefully that will serve some edification in that. All right, and double honors to the apostles of GMS, honest you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Right? All right, shalom.